Ladies and gentlemen, what do we truly seek in life? We look for meaning, for purpose, and for a path that leads to something greater than ourselves. And this journey starts with one simple question: why? The search for purpose, for a reason to wake up every day and do the work, is what drives us forward. But so many of us are stuck in a loop, operating without clarity on why we do what we do. Leadership is not about titles, authority, or status. It is not about how many people report to you or how much influence you wield. True leadership is about service. It is about taking responsibility for those around you, ensuring that they feel supported, valued, and empowered to become the best version of themselves. The best leaders understand that their success is not measured by personal achievement, but by the growth and well-being of the people they lead. In a world that often glorifies individual success, leadership calls for a different perspective. It is not about standing at the top and looking down. It is about standing among people and lifting them up. The strongest leaders do not see themselves as above the team. They see themselves as part of it. They create an environment where people feel safe, where ideas are encouraged, and where mistakes are seen as opportunities for growth rather than reasons for punishment. Leadership requires a deep sense of responsibility. It is easy to take credit when things go right, but true leaders take ownership when things go wrong. They do not blame their team for failures. They look inward, ask what they could have done better, and take action to improve. This accountability fosters trust, and trust is the foundation of every successful team, organization, and relationship. Without trust, people hesitate to speak up, to take risks, or to innovate. But when trust exists, people give their best, not because they are forced to, but because they want to. One of the most defining traits of great leaders is empathy. They take the time to understand the struggles, aspirations, and concerns of those they lead. They listen not just to respond, but to connect. They know that leadership is not about commanding from a distance. It is about walking alongside people, sharing in their challenges, and guiding them through adversity. This kind of leadership does not just inspire better performance, it creates loyalty, a sense of belonging, and a deep-rooted commitment. Leadership is not about being in charge, it is about taking care of those in your charge. It is about setting a vision that ignites passion and purpose in others. It is about making the people around you feel seen, heard, and valued. Those who lead for personal gain may achieve short-term success, but those who lead with service in mind create something far greater, a legacy. Because leadership, at its core, is not about you. It is about the impact you leave behind in the lives of others. People don't buy into what you do, they buy into why you do it. Every great movement, every lasting organization, and every influential leader understands this fundamental truth. The most successful individuals are not simply focused on what they offer or how they do it. They are driven by a deeper purpose, a belief that inspires and attracts those who share their vision. Purpose is the fuel that ignites passion, sustains motivation, and creates loyalty. Many people and businesses focus on what they do. They define themselves by their products, their services, or their job titles. But the most inspiring leaders and organizations go deeper. They start with why. They articulate a clear belief that resonates with people on an emotional level. This is what creates genuine connection. Because when people understand and believe in your purpose, they don't just support you, they become part of something bigger than themselves. History has shown time and again that those who lead with purpose leave a lasting impact. The most influential figures in business, politics, and social change did not succeed simply because they had a great product or strategy. They succeeded because they stood for something. They communicated a vision so compelling that others wanted to follow. Their words and actions aligned with their beliefs, and that authenticity is what drew people in. Organizations that focus purely on what they do often find themselves struggling to stand out. In a world where competition is fierce and choices are endless, it is not enough to have the best product or the most efficient service. People are drawn to meaning. They are drawn to leaders and companies that represent something they can believe in. That is why some brands inspire lifelong loyalty, while others are easily forgotten. Starting with why is not just a strategy, it is a mindset. It requires a shift from thinking about short-term gains to building long-term impact. It means being clear about what you stand for and ensuring that every action aligns with that belief. It means creating a culture where employees are not just working for a paycheck, but contributing to a mission that excites them. It means building relationships with customers who don't just buy your product but believe in your vision. People want to be inspired, they want to be part of something meaningful. When you communicate your why, you are not just selling a product, leading a team, or running a company, you are creating a movement. And movements are what change the world. Success is not built on strategies alone, it is built on trust. Trust is the invisible thread that holds teams together, strengthens relationships, and fuels collaboration. Without trust, even the most talented individuals struggle to perform at their best. But when trust exists, people feel safe to take risks, share ideas, and push beyond their limits. It is trust that turns a group of individuals into a team and a workplace into a thriving culture. Trust is not something that can be demanded. It must be earned. It is built over time through consistency, honesty, and genuine care for others. And then people do not trust words, they trust actions. A leader who speaks about the importance of integrity but fails to uphold it will never gain the confidence of their team. But a leader who leads by example, who follows through on commitments, and who prioritizes the well-being of others earns trust naturally. The most successful teams are not the ones with the most highly skilled individuals, they are the ones with the deepest trust. So when people trust one another, they work together more effectively, they communicate openly, and they support each other in times of difficulty. In an environment of trust, people are not afraid to ask for help, admit mistakes, or challenge ideas. They know that their voices matter and that their contributions are valued. This creates a culture of innovation, where people are willing to step outside their comfort zones and take bold actions. And one of the biggest enemies of trust is fear. When people fear punishment, criticism, or failure, they stop taking risks. They hide their mistakes instead of learning from them. They become guarded instead of open. In a culture of fear, people do only what is necessary to stay out of trouble. But in a culture of trust, they go above and beyond because they believe in what they are doing and in the people around them. Trust also has a profound impact on leadership. A leader who trusts their team empowers them to take ownership of their work. They do not micromanage or control every decision. They create an environment where people feel confident to take initiative. When people feel trusted, they rise to the occasion. They become more engaged, more creative, and more committed. At the core of every successful organization, relationship, and movement is trust. It is the foundation that allows people to work together with confidence, to push through challenges, and to achieve something greater than themselves. When trust is present, potential is limitless. Life and leadership are not a game with a final score. There is no finish line, no moment where we can declare absolute victory. The most successful individuals and organizations understand this. They do not chase short-term wins, nor do they measure success by immediate results. Instead, they embrace the infinite mindset, a way of thinking that prioritizes long-term growth, adaptation, and resilience over temporary gains. An infinite mindset means recognizing that the world is constantly changing. Markets shift, trends evolve, and challenges arise. Those who play with a finite mindset seek quick wins, often at the expense of sustainability. They focus on beating the competition today rather than ensuring they are still thriving tomorrow. But those who adopt an infinite mindset understand that success is not about being the best at any given moment. It is about staying in the game, continuously learning, and always improving. Organizations that operate with an infinite mindset prioritize purpose over profits. They understand that financial success is a result, not the goal itself. Instead of making decisions based solely on quarterly earnings, they invest in their people, their culture, and their long-term vision. They build relationships with customers that extend beyond transactions, creating loyalty that lasts for generations. These are the companies that endure, while those obsessed with short-term results often fade away. The same applies to leadership. A leader with a finite mindset sees their role as a position of power, seeking control and immediate recognition. They want results now, and when they do not get them, they blame others, cut corners, or make short-sighted decisions. But a leader with an infinite mindset focuses on legacy. They ask themselves, what impact will I leave behind? They mentor others, create environments where people can grow, and ensure that their influence extends beyond their time in a role. An infinite mindset also transforms the way we approach challenges. Setbacks and failures are not endpoints, they are part of the journey. Those who play the infinite game understand that obstacles are opportunities for growth. They do not give up when things get tough. They adapt, learn, and keep moving forward. They know that resilience is not about avoiding failure, but about continuing despite it. The most inspiring individuals and organizations do not focus on being number one. They focus on staying relevant, staying true to their purpose, and making a meaningful impact. They do not measure success by trophies or titles, but by the lives they touch. and the change they create. The goal is not to win, it is to keep playing, to keep growing, and to ensure that what we build today lasts far beyond our time. Leadership is not about power, it is about service. It is not measured by personal success, but by the impact we have on others. The most inspiring leaders do not demand loyalty, they earn it by creating environments where people feel valued, safe, and empowered to grow. They understand that trust is the foundation of every strong relationship, and they build it through consistency, honesty, and care. Success is not about what we do, but why we do it. People do not follow products, companies, or individuals simply because they exist. They follow those who stand for something greater than themselves. When we lead with purpose, when we communicate our vision with clarity and conviction, we do not just attract followers, we create movements. The journey of leadership is not a race to the top, but an infinite pursuit of growth and impact. The best leaders and organizations do not focus on quick wins or temporary success. They think beyond the present, investing in people, culture, and legacy. They know that true leadership is not about winning, it is about staying in the game, adapting, and leaving something behind that continues to inspire long after they are gone. If we choose to lead with service, trust, purpose, and an infinite mindset, we will not just build successful businesses or strong teams, we will change lives. And in doing so, we will create something far greater than success. We will create a legacy that lasts. So I leave you with this: start with why, build trust, play the infinite game, and most importantly, believe in something bigger than yourself. It's this belief that will inspire you to lead, to challenge the status quo, and to make an impact far beyond what you